Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, and this is first in series of Hejmanidze, the Great Project. Right, so what does it mean? That means we're gonna be rebuilding half of the freaking city. What does that mean? Well, first things first. We're gonna do some little retweaking around here. We can see several issues that we're gonna have in the future, and straight away I'm gonna tell you this is gonna be painful, more so for our people than anybody else, but still needs to be done. I have no idea how this is gonna work out in practice. In theory, it should go smoothly, but you know how it goes. It always goes smoothly, and yeah, not really. Right, first things first, we're gonna demolish a couple of buildings. We're gonna be rebuilding the whole freaking city. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna take most of our attention away from us. Yeah, right, go away. Move out. And yeah, I'm not sure how much we're gonna be able to handle other stuff around the map, because this is gonna be... we're gonna be laying potential foundation for more or less 50,000 people living in the capital. Now, that's not something that we can just expand the city to. It has to have a proper infrastructure, including rail infrastructure and a lot of others. Some of the stuff I'm not even gonna watch how much people are using it. The city is just gonna have to take it. The whole issue of us demolishing half of this stuff. Okay, one thing we're gonna have to be careful about is the power and power consumption. Monument is gonna be rebuilt as well, but we're gonna plan for that. But power is gonna be a tricky one. Why? Because if I disconnect this power connection here, the whole city is gonna lose electricity. Well, most of the city, but let's try to avoid that. Right, so we have some of the connections going here, and all the way through to here, but this is the main kinda connection point for most of our transformers. Let's see where they get the power from. Okay, so we have a power transformer here that needs to be connected somewhere else. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I kinda decided, that we're not gonna be removing old buildings, so I'm just gonna be building new ones. So we're gonna be removing all the trees from here, bushes, all that good stuff, because most of this stuff is gonna be rebuilt. Also, I'm planning, this is initial planning stages, that we're gonna have two-way motorway going through the city center. We think we are considering this to be a city center, and it's no longer going to be trolley bus line. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to reassign some of our buses. For example, there's no more public transport, not in the way that we have it here. We're just going to have public transport going from one to the other stops over here. So we're gonna have new public transport. It's gonna be related to trolley buses, but it's not gonna be there. It's gonna be somewhere around here, where we're gonna have a new one of few, maybe two train stations, big ones, maybe even three, I'm not really sure. We're gonna see how it goes. But first things first, we're gonna be removing all these buildings and roads. I need to reconnect this power source over here, and I can do that by just checking what's the situation with, let's see, this one here. Building without power supply, that's always a good thing. This one is not without the power supply, so why is this one without power supply? And this one is not. So what's the deal with this one? Did I already mess up something or not? This one has power, and I can see that there is... Let's see. This is without... No, it has power supply now. Okay, that's quite strange. This one has power as well. Okay, so all of this is connected to the power source, but I think I'm gonna be paying for new power connections. Transformers probably can stay here, and I'm gonna have to have several different lines going to the city. What about this rich neighborhood here? That's gonna be an interesting one because it takes a lot of space. It doesn't have a lot of people living around here, and it's mostly bushes. I don't like these bushes here. I don't know if I even place these bushes, but we're gonna be removing them. Right. Okay, I might leave it because it looks kind of nice-ish. I can give you. I can give you a little bit of a little hand here. And just, okay, I paid for this, that's fine. This kind of connection. Let's see, power transformer here, I don't like that one. I will place a new one. So I'm gonna have a new power, four-way power transformer. They're all gonna be supplied from the power plant. We have some connection over here. It doesn't have a lot of electricity going through it, so that's fine. Just under 1 kilowatt or just over half a kilowatt. This one is a little bit more, but this is a part of another grid. This is the part of this connection over here, which is not connected to... Okay, it's connected to the main power plant. Okay, that's perfect, because I want this to handle most... Oh, right, but it already has... Okay, I have a feeling that this is connected to both. I have a feeling that this is connected to both grids. Yes, it is. To both this grid and that grid. So let's see if this is true. So if I remove this grid over here, which I'm gonna do gladly, and let's see what's happening now. Okay, still has power. Power is much lower, much less power goes through here. What about this one here? Okay, this one has a high power. That means that there's a lot of electricity going through here. But in which direction? That's a question. So if I do this... Because I think this goes directly to the other power plant. Does it? Not really. Not really. It does... not. Kinda. No. Kinda is, yes, but it's also connected to other stuff. So let's disconnect this power as well. So we're gonna have this power disconnected as well. So what's gonna happen now? Okay, so we have less power going through here. Consumption is way more stable. It should be. Let's just check. Kilovolts, so-so. I'm so happy about this. Here is much better, but I still think that this is consuming too much electricity. So what's the deal with this one? This one is connected to this, that's fine, and we should have another power connection over here. Let's see if we do. Yes, we do, but let's see, how much is this consuming? This is consuming just under a kilowatt. Just under, sorry, 1 megawatt of power. Okay, so this is a big consumer, and I would like to resolve this. Let's see if we can rotate this so it's not in such a wonky position. Okay, so let's pause this for a second. I'm gonna be demolishing this. Let's be careful how we demolish it. I'm gonna be removing all this power from here. Right, and let's go a little bit further. There we go. And we're going to be connecting this to this grid. Let's see what's happening here. This has really low voltage, so it's stable voltage. So I'm going to be removing some of these pathways from here. We already removed this. I'm going to remove the road, and this is going to... I'm really hoping that this is going to permanently resolve the issue with... our power supply in this city, which is of course a lie because we're gonna have so much issues in the future, but it's fine. So we're gonna have another one of these bad boys over here on the other side of the park from the church, and I don't have any problems footing the bill for this one, but I would like to rebuild the pathways as well. So oh boy, these pathways look horrible. Now let's see if we can do something better over here. So we need the people from here. Okay, I'm gonna be building this on our own. I'm gonna be paying for this, even though I probably don't have to. Probably should have just given our companies well, production power over this. Oh, this is a new one. I didn't even realize that we didn't have connection to here. Right, okay, this is just gonna take too long. I'm not gonna do this. We need this connected to this one, which is, I think it's fine. and they have connection elsewhere on their own. I'm fine with that. So maybe like this. These paths can always be removed, and I'm fine with that. I just want them to have access to other parts of the city easily. Okay, so this is it. Oh, right, I probably should have paused this because half of these buildings don't have electricity, right? No, actually they do. It's an interesting one. Okay, this one doesn't. Is this the only one that doesn't have? Okay, this one too. It has connection to here, and this one has actually 3 connections. So let me see who doesn't have electricity. Let's let this flow for a moment here, because we need to check our power supplies. Okay, so this one has good voltage. This is important. Voltage is let's call it stability of supply, and this is the how much they're using. Okay, so that's fine. We should have another power. Here we go. This one is also fine. And then we have this one here, which took responsibility for most of these ones. Okay, that one is fine as well. Okay, this actually showed me another thing now, that we don't really need this one, at least not over here. So we have a couple of buildings without power supply. That would be these guys here. Actually, this one has power from here. This one doesn't. Right, so we don't have to build it all the way there. We can actually build it closer to here. Right, that's an interesting one. Okay, let's build the power supply or power distribution or transfer substation. Substation, that's the word. Substation over here. Let's see if this is the good place for it. I think it should be. Yes, I'm paying for it. Unlike the other ones that we... Right, but it doesn't have any connection to the power plant now. No worries, no worries. We're gonna resolve this. We're gonna resolve this like so. And then all the way next to the power plant across the road like this. And then I'm gonna have to play with this a bit. So I'm gonna go from one side to the other because I need to see what angle they can handle. There we go. So this one has electricity now, and it's much more stable than this one here. Okay, so I can remove this money-wasting project I had over here. So, bam, off you go. Okay, since we're gonna be re-greening the whole city eventually, I just want to see if... Okay, I probably shouldn't focus on this one here because we don't really care, but these bushes need to be removed before we... well, do anything else around here. These bushes are just the sign of rundown infrastructure that the map maker put this before we started. You can see how close it is to the roads. That means that, well, it's too close to the roads. That means that the roads are kind of in bad condition. It doesn't really mean anything in the game, but that's what map author wanted us to think. Okay, so technically this one should not be necessary anymore, except for this connection over here. Now let's go for one more time to see what's happening over here. Oh, right, okay, this one has a little bit of a problem because it's still taking too much electricity, but that has this counted in there. We have this already involved in the power consumption of this area. Let's see how much coverage we get from this transformer station. Not much, so we definitely need this one. But this one doesn't have to be so close. Let's see if we have any other. Where are these guys getting power from? From over here. And where do you get the power from? Oh, it's underground. And so should have I done the same with the other ones, but that's fine, that's fine. For now I can leave it as it is. So we have this one is taking electricity from there, but what's your coverage? This is important part. What is your coverage? Okay, all the way here. So if we and this one, okay, this one is reliant only on that one, but this one here is covering all the way to the city council. So the shop, let's see, just the shop has here. Okay, so city council, and this one from here is covering to here. So we need these buildings covered. So we're gonna create a new transformer station that's gonna cover all these buildings, and this looks like it is like that. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna pause now, and we have a approximate location of this future transformer station that we're gonna need, and of course this one is gonna have to be rebuilt. I'm fine with that because we're gonna build underground one, so it's gonna make a city look pretty. It's a pretty city. Okay, so we're gonna remove wires. And how far do you go? All the way here. Perfect. So remove wires, remove roads, all of the roads, even these ones here. Let's start with these ones, but I'm pretty sure... well, actually, you know what? Let's just leave it for a second, because I need to rethink about this area. This is gonna be a location of huge buildings. I think... I'm guessing, but 2,000-3,000 workers capacity, not population. Population might be even double that, but 2,000-3,000 worker capacity. Okay, so this one needs to be connected to somewhere. Actually, you know what? We can again go underground. Let's see how many connections do we have here left over. I need to remove these cables all the way just so we can count how many connections we have left. This is underground. This one here goes all the way here, even though I should have built that underground as well. At least we have one, but that's fine. Oh, we have two. Okay, so we have at least 2 power connections over here, but the one is gonna be enough. So what we're gonna do from here, we're gonna be removing all of this, and then all of this here, all the way to this transformer station. Okay, so technically this transformer station is not needed anymore and can be a single cable. Plus we have some additional transformer stations over here. So these long low voltage power lines, these are just like waste of time. I think there's even a physics included in this, that if you build something for that long, it affects the power. Well, let's call it quality, but okay. Yeah, actually, even this can be destroyed. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But then I could have placed this one underground and get the cable somewhere. Yes, 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 yes. Look at this now, what I'm gonna do at the moment. Let's remove the power cables from here and then all the way here. That's perfect. Let's see here, this one. And those should be all removed because we're gonna pay for really, really expensive underground cables going here, but where are we still gonna decide. Again, half of our city doesn't have electricity right now because all of this is out of power. Wait, we're gonna need to connect this to electricity source, and it's gonna be somewhere around there. I think I'm gonna build, and I think I'm gonna build it right now. We're gonna have one more 4-way switch over here. So I'm gonna go for mods, and we're gonna go for power transformer, 4-way medium, and we're gonna place it over here. You know what? Do it without connection because the other one doesn't have. I don't like these. There we go. The roads, and well, I probably should have waited to see how far underground cables are gonna go for. But if we go here and then go for power substation, I think we can start calculating with, like, let's say 500 meter. Here we go. 500 meter is over there. You can see it towards the power plant. And 500 meter cable, it's gonna be perfect. And somewhere around this area. Should be enough. Just let me check. I need to zoom out to check the distance one more time. We don't want it to be underground, under road, but let's see if I build it here, will I have any problems connecting it? I have a feeling I might, but well, let's better check it here. Okay, looks like no problem. Okay, perfect. So let's see if this is going to be connected. Okay, currently without power supply. That's understandable because we need power from here. We have this last connection, direct connection, and I'm gonna build it over here. Okay, and that should give you electricity. Okay, we have electricity. How are we doing with potential? Too many? Okay, no, that's fine. Voltage is fine, that's perfect. What about the trolley bus station? Says it has electricity. Where from? Here, perfect. This one has electricity from the new power connection from outside of the city, perfect. How far are you covering? All the way here. What about this one? Perfect, looks like everything is covered. Hospital, yes. So, and how far do we go in this direction? All the way to the shop. This is without power supply, but oh, right, so we need to rebuild this one. I forgot to rebuild this one. We need to remove this little bit of road. I think I'm gonna go for the same one. Same one would be for 500 meters again. It could need a little bit more. No, 500 meters could be enough. Yeah, it's gonna be enough. But I lost a bearing or direction. Here we go. Park is here, 500 just over the railroad, over the rainbow. Okay, perfect. Let's zoom in. Let's see where this is gonna be placed. Right, I'm gonna place it over here without any connections, and then I'm gonna connect it with just normal asphalt road. And of course there's a no connection for a reason. So let's remove this one and go back to the drawing board. 500 meters. Okay, so connection is better to have it, and then we'll build it without and try to build a road afterwards. And it works. Perfect. So this is gonna be paid for, and we're gonna need a new switch. This is the only connection we're gonna have. I'm gonna have to build a new switch over here. So fine. Let's see what new switch is gonna look like. We're gonna again go for four-way power transformer. Sorry, transformer. We're gonna go for one over here. Perfect. And then we're gonna go for high voltage power, medium voltage power lines, and then we have to find this underground one. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, the furthest one, and then we have this one. Alright, so do we have electricity here? No, we don't. Okay, let's finish this one first. So this should be done. Chop chop. And we have underground power supply to most of the city, but not meat storage. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, meat storage, this one doesn't have it. Power supply here. Okay, I'm pausing it, and let's see where the next power supply needs to be. So next power supply is gonna need to be somewhere around here. So somewhere where this road was. Okay, perfect. Because this is exactly where I want to start our city expansion. This road, all of these roads are questionable if they're gonna stay or not. I'm just gonna leave this path here because I want our next row of buildings to be leaning against this. What I mean by that, I'm gonna show you now. So I'm building this road all the way. Actually, you know what? We can probably be better off if we remove these roads as well. This is not necessary at the moment. We'll see how this is going to look in the future. But for now, I want something... Well, it looks like it's going to be the same direct route like this. Okay, so this is how I want it to look like, and this is all fine. Right, okay, I need a row of buildings, so this is where we start. We're gonna start with a row of buildings. I can level them... Oh, sorry, no paying anymore. Now it's gonna be construction on our side, most of it. The only thing I wanted to pay for is electrical installations, because the rest of the city needs electricity, and I think we did a good job with redoing the power grid. And in the beginning, I think I was complaining when I presented the mod of underground power cables that I was saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna use that." Well, that guy was stupid. So that guy that was me was stupid. So now I'm just gonna go and do the voodoo that I do so well. Actually, I don't. But we're gonna go for residential buildings. Now, I don't want to overdo it, but I still want it to look kind of rustic, oldish, and still we're gonna have to have capacity. So I'm gonna go for these kind of buildings that we have over here. Of course, I'm gonna mix them as they fit, as I can fit them, because geography, or yeah, let's call it geography of this place, is gonna be important, because we need to kind of abide by the rules of that. Let's see. This, I don't like this, so let's remove it a little bit further, and let's see if we can place one of them around here. Come on, come on, come on. Something like this, but I'm not gonna connect it to the main road yet, because I'm not sure how the road is gonna go. How the road is gonna go, I'll pay for this. Road is gonna go how we put buildings, how we place the buildings. So let's start with the buildings. So we have a lot of space here, but this one, as you can see, takes a little bit more space. It doesn't have so much more actual livable space. So I think this one, 1300, might be an overkill at the moment. So I'm thinking about this one here. I'm thinking about this setup, of course, without any connections, and placing it like one. And this one looks like it's gonna fit really nicely, but for some reason it doesn't like this one here. So let me try to level this just a little bit, just so we are on the same level, so the building kind of fits in a little bit nicer. So I think this is something that I would like to have, and now I can connect it to the pathways over here, because this is how I want it. The third one, that's a tricky one. We're gonna have to go for population size, so I think I'm gonna have to squeeze in a third one over here. So now that brings us back to how the layout of the road is gonna look like, and I think something like this. Okay, and let's try to finish the road, at least place the road. So this is what I would like to have. This is gonna give us 3,000 people. This is gonna give us 3,000 workers, not people. So okay, I think we have a blueprint for the future of our town. Well, this is gonna be one of many places that we're gonna be rebuilding around this place, around this town. Right, we're gonna have this normal road over here, and I'm just hoping that this is gonna be all good. I'm gonna place it, but I have I'm kind of reserved. Okay, it looks like it's gonna fit. So let's open this one to this side, lower side, upper side, just so it's kind of like feng shui or whatever, and like this. Voila! This is how I want it to be. This is how I want it to look, and we're gonna have another row of buildings here. Which ones we'll decide, no rush. And then we're gonna have a train station on here. Now this is still not final because of this road, because when we're finished with this, which is gonna be bang, I need to place the electricity grid. So let's place that one now. Mods. We're gonna go for power substation, and we're gonna go for 300 meters. I have a feeling that this one is gonna be a little bit closer, and voila, yes it will. Okay, so it can be over here. Now, I'm not really bothered. This only needs to be connected to the road, and as long as it's connected to the road, I'm fine with this. So we'll build this one, and we're gonna connect it to the road. The road I will not build. Road can be constructed by our companies, but this I have to construct this, because this is going to be expensive. All of this grid stuff that we're doing, electricity, underground grids especially, are quite expensive. And voila, and build it. There we go. Let me just check if it's connected, and I have a problem with this storage not being connected to the electricity, but I already placed everything. It doesn't affect anything else, and it doesn't have anything that can go bad, so I'm kind of happy with this as it is. Right, so this city now, it has already 3 of those buildings. Now we can go for 3 of the same buildings on the other side, which I was kind of aiming for. but I'm not married to that idea, so it doesn't have to be like that. I want to do several other things. First of all, one of the things I want to do is rebuild this railroad construction office. It's not really set in stone, but you know what is? No, actually, it's not even that. I was thinking of getting a bigger vehicles, but most of the railroad construction that I wanted to do around here is already done. This railroad here is not the thing that I want. I want a little bit more straighter road. So let's see what I can do here. What I can do here is make this railroad all the way straight to, let's say this way. Actually, you know what? We can do even better. We can do it from here to go. Oh, look, all the way there we can go. Yeah, why not? We can do it like this. Let's have it a little bit more bendier, just so we keep like a realism, kinda. Okay, now we have this wooden power supply that's supplying kind of this, and this is also a little bit awkward. We have a small wooden pillars connected to this, and yes, you can see the voltage here is really bad. We're gonna have to redo that one as well. That's not a problem. That should be, well, again, expensive, but not too hard. So we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna pause again. I'm gonna remove the power cables. Why is this a problem? Because this is connected to our petrol stations. Fine, nobody cares. But it's also connected to our Lani there, or wherever this cable goes. Yes, partially to Lani. Actually, it's connected to the power station there. Yeah, so it's supplying electricity. It's actually doing an okay job even with this without this cable. So, because look, if I press play here, it has stable power supply. It's even better, because before it had a power issues because this wasn't connected properly. But anyway, now it's connected properly. So let's do this. Let's finish this railroad. We need to avoid the pillars, and we need to connect it to this bridge as best as we can. Perfect. And then here, oh, you son of a gun. Okay, let me just do it on the opposite side first, because this one is gonna be, let's say, left railroad, left lane and right lane. So let's try to connect this one to here. There we go. And then all the way to here, but something is preventing it. Nothing important, because we overcome, adapt, and whatever. That kind of stuff. Let me go all the way here, and then this final connection. Perfect! So we have this railroad that needs to be constructed, and we have this railroad that needs to be, well, deconstructed. I can do it from here. Well, a little bit more room. I can connect this. Actually, obviously, it's gonna have to be the other one first. So left to left, and perfect. Kinda. Connected. Not really perfect, but connected. There we go. So we have this railroad connected as well, and now we can, well, we can remove most of this railroad. So perfect, because just in the previous episode I wanted to finish this one, and it's not really necessary. Okay, removal of the railroad, waste of steel, waste of time, waste of energy, poor planning. Any other attribute you wanna give me? Okay. As long as we agree. I'm happy that we started on this, because we should... right. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. As long as we started on this, this is perfect, because I want them to start constructing at least the roads before... well, anything is fine, because actually, you know what, we're gonna have more... buildings now. They might interfere with this, but you know what, maybe not. Let's continue on. We have another row of residential buildings that we're gonna build, and I'm thinking just because it's a new neighborhood, I think we can go for the same ones. So that would be, let's try it like this. Okay, this is perfect. This is exact opposite. And first things first, I'm gonna level this ground. It's a new part of the city. You all watched RoboCop and movies like that. You remember the new Detroit and whatever. Yes, this is what we're building right here. We're building a new city, and we're not saving a dime. Well, actually, we are. We're saving a lot because all of our companies are doing the work. And again. This is gonna be, I just want them to fit in the 1, 2, and 3. Okay, perfect. Now, why is this important? Because now what we're gonna have is a new railroad. A new railroad is gonna go somewhere from here, from this industrial area here. I have no idea where. It's gonna go next to these buildings around here. And to the nuclear area, where... Oh, sweet lord. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, what the hell is happening over here? How is this a thing? Okay, why can't you go? Right. Fine, fine, fine. My bad. Alright, and this is gonna be such a big issue because it's May already, and we only have half part of the fields planted. But look on the bright side. There's none, but still, look at it. The bright side was supposed to be that the infrastructure is finished, but it's not. There we go. At least this is gonna be unblocked now, so it's gonna be all fine. Okay, railroad. It's supposed to go all the way from one industrial area to the other one. And I just noticed that I'm keeping this for some reason, and we don't really need it. There we go. All this road is not necessary at the moment, so we need to build a railroad now. This is going to be community railroad or whatever. It's going to be a railroad that's going to be connecting two industrial neighborhoods. It's going to be one of many. So in this area we're going to build a train station. We're going to go for vanilla one. I did a little bit of research, but I think I like vanilla one the best because I know it works properly. And it's going to be only 3 stops. It's going to be 1, hop 2, and hop 3. There, stops. Right, couple of things I need to pay attention to. We're gonna have to have railroad, and then on the other side we're gonna have to have another part of the city. And I also think that we should start thinking about this as a separate neighborhood. One other thing I was supposed to be doing now, and I didn't, is the... removing this road and removing this line. I will remove this line, and I'm probably gonna demolish this road. The problem I have with this, that the bypass on this side, the busiest side, is never been finished. So all our trucks are going, well, more or less the wrong way. So can I build this just to alleviate some traffic issues? Let's see here. Like this, like this. And you know what? It needs to be angled towards here. How much is this gonna cost? 26,000 rubles. Now let me finish this. Let me pay for this, and in a second I'm gonna show you something. You know how many trucks are gonna actually take this road rather than this or this one towards the city? Like all of them. So public transport is gonna be free using this central road, and all of them, because they're going mostly on the highway and towards the industry, I think they're all gonna be using this road. But we need to wait for a moment. Yeah, this is causing havoc now, probably with all electricity grid and everything else. I don't know, I blame somebody else. Anyway, let's continue on with the railroad. Railroad construction is gonna be like this. We're gonna have a big platform that needs to be connected to the road. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem because I didn't plan a road on this side. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, I can connect it only on one side, but where's the fun in that? So let's continue leveling this area off and boom smack in the middle, it's gonna be our... There we go. In the middle of all the buildings is gonna be this railroad. Is it feng shui? Perfectly. There we go. And then we're gonna have to have another road. This is fine. I can connect road from both sides. One of them is gonna be from here, and the other one is gonna be through here. But how is this gonna look like? I think something like so. And this one in the middle. Boom smack in the middle. Continuation, yes, this can be intersection, and I actually prefer to be intersection because continuation of this road is gonna be crossing the railroad. So let's level this off. Because I need to place a railroad now. Okay, this one is gonna be fine, and this one is gonna be fine. Railroad is gonna go from two directions. Railroad can be tapped into from here. Is this exactly where I removed the railroad from? Not really, but yeah, I definitely needed to redo the whole shebang. Okay, so we need to cross directly through this construction. So let's place it. Let's place the placeholder or whatever. Let's do this. I want it connected to the road here as soon as possible. And that's gonna cause problems because we need to remove the... what the hell am I doing here? We need to plan for the road, actual road that's gonna go further on from here. So, bang. This way, yes, probably we should have gone with like this. Go this way and this way, something like this. And now we have to plan this railroad. I think we can start on this, and then I'm gonna go back to the railroad, and again I would like to place it, I would like to save some space around here, so I would like to place it a little bit tighter like this. But can it cross the road this tight? No, not really. Okay, it needs to have a little bit more space here. Yeah, we can start from the other side. We can start from the road side. So let's see. This is a thing, barely. Actually, this looks okay. And then we have to connect this one to it. Perfect. Something like this. I think something like this I had in mind, and I want to do the same on the other side. Now, this bypass is still a pipe pass. It's a pipe pass. It's still a thing. Okay, this is still quite busy road, but well, unfortunately we don't have any choice. But at least the kinda city was right. Public transport. I wanted to remove the Hezhmanitse from. Actually, you know what? Let's leave them here. This is part of the public transport road, and it's also part of the. And it's a good station. It's a station that can take the buses as they come and leave. So this is a modded trolley bus station, so I'm fine with this one. Well, at the moment, there's still a lot of traffic going through here, and trolley bus stations shouldn't be on the main road. And this is absolutely main road from one side of the city to the other. Right, are a lot of trucks taking this road? I would really like to see that they are, but doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, let's continue on. That's all gonna be resolved when we upgrade these parts of the city. Right, so continuation of building this infrastructure. Let's start building this. And right, this is gonna require a lot of stores, shops, kindergartens. This is 3,000 people living in these buildings. Workers, not people, workers. Even more people than that. So I'm gonna go with this one. Actually, we're gonna have to level this a little bit more. And Dominica, I hope you're happy. You wanted us to make huge flat areas of the cities, and there we go, we're making them. Huge flat areas of the city. Okay, and also we're gonna have to have, I want to do this right from the beginning, and we're gonna have overpass from road overpass, because railroad overpass will be too expensive. So we need to go and build, first things first, let's go for the road. The road is gonna be like this, and then we need to go build it, finish this, and then go to railroad and see where railroad can pass through here. Okay, it's a little bit tight and a little bit angled, but I think I'm fine with this. Perfect. And now, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. This is how it's supposed to look. This is how I'm envisioning it. And now we're gonna have on this side of the road, we're gonna have amenities like shops and that stuff, kindergartens, all the good stuff. Okay, let's start with the shopping center. Actually, you know what? We need more pathways. You know, I'm gonna build pathways, but I'm gonna build them later because I don't want to interrupt these big, some big road segments that we have. Maybe we don't even care about that. Look at how many people are gonna be coming to work now. They're gonna be working like crazy. I'm not even gonna touch this. Let them just work on whatever. Whatever happens, happens. This is the reconstruction of the whole city, and I'm pretty fine with this. Okay, so overpass. Railroad is gonna go all the way here, and I'm thinking about the same area where we have this bus stop. And it looks like it has some space around here, so I'm not thinking of removing the bus stops or anything, but I think that we can definitely go for small, because there's not gonna be any people loading here, but something like this. Terminal like this. And I don't have any problems even plonking it right now, so... And it's gonna be, you know, those train sets that gonna be operating around here, so... That's all fine. Right, and I would like to have it this way, crossing this and then this. This road can have a bridge, that's fine. And this road, I don't know if this road can have a bridge. Maybe yes, maybe no, but this one definitely needs to... Oh, sweet lord, why the hell, what's wrong? Right, a little bit longer, and we're gonna finish this and pay for this, because we are not that smart. Right, railroad. We need to leave a little bit more space for the bridge to be constructed, but let's try to make this as nice look. What the hell? I released the click of the mouse, so... right. So, something like this. I think we should have enough space for the bridges. Jeff Bridges. Perfect. And then we have a couple of crossings over here that we can have. So, you know what? At the moment, we don't have any issues with... can we connect this directly? How can you be a thing? Let's make this a thing. Let's make this thing again. Right. Okay, obviously we need to cross the road. Why did Oolykee cross the road? Perfect. And then connect it here. Yeah, I don't think this is the ugliest thing I ever built. So we have a railroad connection from this industrial zone to a huge new city, well, part of the city, to where it needs to go this way. But of course, as you know, in the previous episode we planned for moving all this infrastructure from here. So right, look at this. This is not connected to anything, so we need to connect this to, well, something. Is it connected? Can you construct it? Yes, indeed. Okay, it's already assigned. Perfect. Oh, we're gonna be removing a whole bunch of this, and already from now this can be removed, these guys and these guys. So I'm thinking of placing a train station somewhere. Somewhere is always a good place to place train station, but I didn't plan out where exactly. I can totally see replacing this thing here and just leaving the road for the cars. But that would be quite drastic. And how can we deal with this? Yeah, so this would be supplying all the workers here. And also I still didn't figure out how to supply workers here. It's a really small amount of workers that's gonna need to work here, literally like 20 people or something. So I can have a bus line, but bus line is gonna be It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Bus line should be fine. I can even have a bus line going from this train station, especially if I build a connection to there. Anyway, we need to build an intersection around here. This needs to be connected to the railroad, and I know how to do this, I think. I don't. I can connect it directly to here. Actually, you know what? Let's leave this. I need to think about this. I need to start removing this. I need to start planning for the our construction industry to be moved here, so we can plan removal of all of this. And also, I need new cement plant, which is gonna be hopefully around here, but we'll see about that. We'll see, because we need either gravel or coal to be supplied to cement plant, and you can see that we need more gravel than coal. So we're gonna need either new gravel source, which is nowhere around here, or we're gonna have to bring it from there. I might move that here as well, or at least on the other side, and then have the conveyor belts transporting the gravel on this side, and then we can have the bus station supplying our cement factory, maybe even these guys here. Maybe we can have the prefab panel factory as well next to it around here if we move this central supply storage here. We're still missing a lot of steel. I can see that supplies of steel. Ooh, that being said, let's do a little bit quick help out here. I'm pretty sure that this should be finished. Right. You have everything except the freaking workforce, right? Yeah, let him work on it. Let him just work on it. It is gonna take a few seconds. You know what? If we have 10 minutes or so left in this episode, and hopefully we're gonna see this episode through. So what's my plan here? My plan is, this is the center of the city. We're gonna have old city over here that mostly I'm not gonna touch. I might redo the roads. That's gonna be a rough one, but I'm gonna leave it here. And we're gonna have this train station, buildings here gravitating to this train station, to this. We're gonna have a trolley bus station going more or less the same way as the train station, supplying this area with workers, and of course the other industrial neighborhood. And then we're gonna have, well, of course with the city center, and then we're gonna have a city on this side as well. I have no idea. The 60,000 people, 60,000 people is gonna be a huge amount of people if we're gonna plan for something like that. Bear in mind, it's not outrageous. We have already up to 13,000 people. Bear in mind that we moved some people and we have disruptions to other people and they're getting less happy, but what can you do? We're doing our best to keep them happy. I don't know why they're still complaining about food and schools. Yeah, all that stuff. We need to fix all of this stuff. Also, we're probably gonna have to expand the trolley bus stations. Maybe yes, maybe no, to cover the central public transport network, to cover this area, but we'll see how it's gonna work out. Now, for the rest of this episode, I would like to plan for the schools, kindergartens, and all that stuff. I want to have everything new around here. Let me just see where this power supply goes to. This power supply goes to here. Okay, I can move it, but yeah, you know what, let's pause it and I'm just gonna move these cables. So we have cables going from, well, all the way here. Okay, I can... Okay, I'll just move it through here and I'm gonna connect them all over again. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I don't think they're interfering with the railroad, but still, something like this. And then we can go all the way across this railroad, which is already done, so we are not interrupting anything. And right, look at this. Oh, this is connected to the underground, right? I have a feeling that this is connected to the underground cables, but I don't know. Let's try it. Yes, it is. Oh, of course, that's the one there. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And this one can be here, so we can pay for this. And again, industrial neighborhood has electricity, even though they should be powered by the nuclear power plant. Anyway, kindergarten. So let's continue expanding this road, even though it's annoying. It's gonna be interrupted even more than this, so it's fine. Road can be here, that's fine. And then, well, let's start planning for the essentials. Obviously, this has to be connected to the road, and I want to place shopping center here because there's a little bit more people over here. So shopping center is, let's see what we have. Big. Shopping center shop that has a lot of workers. So this one is 10, 30. Ooh, nice. 3 connections. One of them is direct. I don't like that. We could place it something like here. Maybe. Let's look on. This one is 25. This is the ones that we already have, and this is Orpheus. Oh, this one is even bigger. But this one has a nice, interesting setup here. It's gonna take a little bit more space, and this road going on this side of the railroad is gonna be a little bit tricky. But I think this is nice. Oh, 40. How big the sesame is? Sesame is nicely. It's nice. Okay. I think we can pull this one off. Do we have connections for the storages? No, we don't. I think we're gonna have to go this way then. I think I'm gonna have to go this way. So let's start leveling up, leveling this area. Okay. More leveling. Flat. This is like a Minecraft. We need absolutely flat and everything, and then we're gonna be happy, finally. Not really, but still. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee now, and that's cue for you to subscribe and like. That's a good one. And right, this is gonna be, I don't want to go too much on that side because we're cutting it. I don't want to expand the city anymore towards here. We might plonk a building or two if we see that we can supply everything and everybody, but I would like to keep this as it is. Like this would be kind of like final setup. So plonk this one. And then we're gonna have to have 2 storages. We're gonna go for a bigger storage. I think they're more or less same in size, but so we're gonna have meat and food storage. Meat storage, we're gonna go for small one. That's the best we can do, except the huge one, which we don't really need. We don't need huge warehouse for meat. Actually, you know what? How big is the vanilla one? Actually, it's not that bigger. Let's try with this one. Just so we are future-proof, ready for the future. And then the storage-wise, again, this is 90 tons of food, 45. Like, fine. I can go for 90, and this should fit nicely here as well. Perfect. Yeah, we kind of used up this area hugely. Like we can't put a dime here. We can't put anything. I can plonk an odd kindergarten here, which we might even have to do. Let me see if it can fit even. So if I go for a kindergartens and I go for these tiny ones, yeah, we can place it. And actually, I think I will place it. So if I go for removing all these roads from here. Not all of them, we still need a whole bunch of them, and then place a kindergarten in the middle of this. Yeah, I like it like this. Plonk, and then I need to just connect all of it on all sides. So from here to here. And kindergarten needs to be connected to everything. There we go. I'll pay for this. Not for the kindergarten though. That's up to our peeps to construct. And right, so we have a kindergarten there just in case. We can have a school over here where we're gonna have a trolley bus or whatever public transport we're gonna have. I have no idea. Bridges, we're gonna do this later. This is not important. We need gyms. Gyms can be here exactly where I destroyed them. Exactly where I destroyed the gyms, we can place another set of gyms, and high schools. High schools can be on this side as well. You know what? I have a plan. We don't have to go on the other side of the railroad from this side, so this can be a thing. And then we can place some... We're gonna need at least 2 schools, I believe. We're gonna need 2 gyms, so let's go with school. Now capacity, as enormous as it can, that would be better. Bigger the better. Okay, this, oh, right, I love this one. This is the school with the gym, the Polish one. Yeah, and the gym, I know that gym is gonna fit because gym is smaller. So we have sports playgrounds, and this is the gymnasium. Rotated twice, and it should fit like here. I don't know if I should go all the way to the edge of the building. I'm gonna go in the middle or so. Like this. There we go. So we can construct these as well. This is school and the gym, so some sport activities for our peeps. I need to connect this to all the possible pathways we can. That's all fine. Yeah, that's fine. Here I would like to have this just in case. That can be constructed by our peeps again, that's fine. And what else do we need? Oh, look at the time! We're gonna have to continue in the next one. This is, like I said, this is the first in episodes of reconstructing our capital. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it all in a row. Probably not, because we need to address some other issues. Let me see the the population at the moment. 64,500 freaking people. That's enormous. So yeah, and off screen, I will just have to populate this distribution center, and I'm gonna have to. No, we can do this in the next one. We can do this in the next one because it's not done yet. We're gonna need a new steel distribution center, and we're gonna finish soon. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We are going towards a 1,000,000 people population, which is 20 times the size we have now, and we'll see how far we're gonna get. Right, like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me think if you're gonna make it. See you in the next one. Bye bye.